welcome to episode number 35 of the Sports Plus Live podcast, the Kevin Durant coronavirus episode of the Sports Plus Live podcast. My name is Edgar Mr. aka Rodriguez, and I'm running out of shit to talk to you about. I'm gonna be honest with you, but thank God, there's been a lot going on within the last 48 hours. Probably since the last time we last Sports Plus Live podcast went out. So much stuff to talk about. Everything's canceled. Everyone's shutting down. People are being locked down. So right now, as of recording this, it is New York and California are on lockdown. New York, as of recently, just a few hours ago, not too long ago today, and California yesterday, I believe, were put on. I don't know what it's called, like stay at home something. It's just been it's been a few crazy days, a few crazy weeks, couple crazy weeks, with everything coming kind of gradually, but quickly coming in as far as the lockdowns go. Yeah, I mean, here where I live, there is we're not quite locked down, but they've closed all the restaurants. They've closed all the salons. As of yesterday, all these have been closed. The restaurants, salons, where you get your haircut, spas, tattoo shops. So far right now, I think that's all I know. Unfortunately, a lot of people are almost damn near losing their job or putting a pause on their income, unfortunately. A lot of people, this is how they make their income. A lot of people do hair and do work at a restaurant, and unfortunately, can't do either. So that's kind of where we've been at in the last 48 hours, pretty much the last 24 hours. Have a lot of people in my family that do hair, cut hair, do hair. Nail salons are just are being locked down. So I don't know. We'll see how long this lockdown goes. I think it goes till May, I believe. So 6 weeks, almost 5-6 weeks of just, I don't know. People are going to be looking hella busted, though. I'll tell you that much. Hella busted. Some of these people hardly even go get their hair cut. Now they're like, they're going to realize how busted they look. I get my hair cut once a week. And I think I look busted right now. And it's been only 8 days since I got my hair cut. So I don't know how long 6 weeks is going to be. Actually, I do kind of know. It's not pretty. I probably won't be. I'll have to delay this damn podcast till I get a damn haircut. I ain't shaving my head. I ain't shaving my head no more. That's old me. That was like 2000, late 2000 Edgar. Late 2000s Edgar. Something like that. It doesn't matter. Just mind your business. But yeah, man, I feel bad for everyone. So many people are losing their jobs because of this coronavirus, and we just need it to stop. I call it just putting pause on life, pressing pause on everything right now. Thank God we are not on full lockdown yet. At least I'm like I said, I'm not on lockdown yet. We'll see what happens, man. I do hope my barber, my cousin, can make house calls because I can't do it, man. Just 2 weeks would just kill me. I grew my beard out like November for No Shave November, and God, yeah, I couldn't. It was hard. It was really hard for me to do that just for that month, 4 weeks, and then we do a little bit longer too. Yeah. So we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, I call it just pressing pause. I think we're gonna get through this. We'll be okay. Thank God there's people out there, in the, grocery stores, like, the big ones, the Walmarts are here. We have King Supers or Kroger's, as some people might call them. The Safeways or Albertsons, whatever you want to call them. Thank God for those people working. They're pretty much working. They always do, anyways, work around the clock, but now they're working extra time, just trying to stock and trying to keep us afloat. Especially the nurses and doctors working around the clock. Some people can't see their families. Some probably are on lockdown. like in a hospital or somewhere else, just not by their family, unfortunately. So, I mean, there's truck drivers. Oh, Jesus. There's drivers. I don't know, nurses, police officers have to go out here and police the streets still, even with all this crazy stuff happening. I think more now than ever because there's a bunch of crazies out in general. I'm trying to get this adjusted. And you gotta give him props. Gotta give him props. It's a weird time we're living in, but I assure you, I think we're all gonna get through this. We just gotta sit down for a little bit. That's all we gotta do. Just sit down, sit the fuck down for a little bit. How hard is that? Just for a little bit. I get it. A lot of us need to make money. I don't know how true this is. Hope Donald Trump starts chucking out these stimulus checks, whatever they are. I mean, I'm glad I can still work though. Granted, I don't know how long that would happen. I do email marketing, so I work in the email marketing industry, and every day I'm trying to press pause. I'm trying to, just trying to try to not think about it. It's kind of hard because everybody's calling in about their emails that are about COVID-19. Every single one of these calls, and it's kind of hard to get away from it. But at the same time, I'm just thankful that I can still work. I work from home. This is my battle station right here. This is where I work, and thank God I'm able to do that. Hopefully they don't cut my internet off. I don't. That would suck, wouldn't it? There are a lot of people who can do it. Where I used to work, like I said before, the red phone industry, the red business. They kind of got applied by these laws too. No more groups of 10, no groups bigger than 10. So they have pretty much manager and then 4 people working, and then they can only get paired up with one other person. So it's kind of hard to make money because a lot of those jobs require you to be you get paid hourly, but you also get paid commission. People aren't going to make the same type of checks they're used to. Which is pretty crazy. It's just a lot of adjusting we have to do, which probably in the long run, like I said, won't be a bad thing. Just like in Italy. In Italy, everyone has been on lockdown. Everyone's trying to keep in good faith. Good faith. You see the videos, people outside their balconies playing music and, just singing along, trying to be positive. But a lot of the positives being taken away from here is that their canals, they're like typical, like they have what are they called? Gondolas or whatever. I don't know what they're called, but they boat around in the canals through the city. And those are beginning to be clear because nobody's out and about to ruin them. There's probably some positives here to think about. Maybe this is God's way or someone's way of saying, sit down. I need to take care of this planet for you. We want you guys to stay around a little bit longer. Maybe global warming should pause too. So who knows? I don't know. I'm just trying to look at it in a positive sense, trying to be optimistic. But I'm also worried about everything else. Like I said, people are losing their jobs. A lot of people can't work. A lot of people can't do anything. A lot of people have mental health have different outlets like working out. Can't work out. Can't go walk around the mall. You can't go sit in a McDonald's and just chill. You can't do all that. So a lot of negatives, but we got to stay positive. Stay positive. We'll be positive. We'll be all right. We'll be okay. What I'm doing to pass the time, obviously still working. 6 a.m. to 2 o'clock nonstop. It's ridiculous. People are calling in left and right. And then sometimes after work, I'll work on the podcast, catch up on sports. Even though I have the TV on right now, I try to watch sports throughout the day. But there's very little sports going on. Only sports going on would be just the NFL free agency, which is a frenzy right now. I'm also playing video games. I got back to video games. I love it. If you guys don't know me, I love video games. Played a little FIFA with my brother. By the way, he wanted me to shout him out. That's his. I don't know where he got it from, some thought, but that's his thing right there. And we'll be definitely talking about them here in a little bit as well. If you can't see, it's a Denver Broncos sign. I'm on YouTube. If you see me right now, you can see it on YouTube. But if you're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, it's a big old Bronco sign. I suggest you get to YouTube to find it out. But thanks for listening otherwise. Yeah, man, fell in love with video games. God, I love it. Call of Duty. Warzone is just out. If you didn't listen to last Sports Plus Life podcast, episode number 34, I told you guys to at me. Find me. Call of Duty. MRAKA27. Find me on Twitter. Instagram. MRAKACO. And then Sports Plus Life on Twitter and Instagram as well. So holla at your boy. Holla at me, man. That's one way to communicate. Social distancing. But also socializing. That's one way of doing it. See, that's it. Technology is crazy. I've said this before in my Sports Plus Life podcast. Technology is the most amazing thing when unless it doesn't work. Then it's the shittiest thing. But it's technology. Technology can be the best. Technology can be the worst. But right now, it's going to be your best friend. As you can tell from here, I got a mic, screen, laptop, got the phone, got the TV, got the Xbox, internet. It's my friend right now. It should be your friend as well. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Call of Duty. Holler at me. I don't think I'll be playing the other game. I tried playing Fortnite. Can't do it. Just can't. People are too good at it. I'm not good at it. I'm not quick enough. I don't have the time to learn again. So that's out the window. But yeah, hopefully you guys are staying positive. Holler at me, man. Seriously, holler at me. If you guys are bored, I'll play. We have little games on iPhones or Facebook, whatever. Do you still have Farmville on Facebook? I don't know if they remember when Farmville was hot like 10 years ago. Everyone was playing Farmville. I did not. I couldn't get into it. I don't know why. I just couldn't. And then there was people were playing Candy Crush. And remember that when Facebook will like allow, these people still do. I think I got one the other day. But people, you can still send game invitations to people via Facebook. And people were hating it. It's like, dude, just, now what? Now what are you going to do? Go play games on Facebook. That's what you got to do now. You can't do anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to do? Nothing. All right. Yeah. It's whatever. Speaking of the lockdown, one thing I want to talk about, kind of sports related. Manchester United is actually just are still paying their match day staff, which is pretty cool because obviously they're not playing, but they're still getting paid, which is very cool. Kind gesture by Manchester United. And like, remember last time they talked about when the people traveled and couldn't go to the game, they got compensated for that too. So just a great club, Manchester United, great club. Where English Premier League falls, they extended the delay or the postponement of the league until April 30th, I believe is what it is. So a whole nother month. It originally was delayed or postponed until April 3rd, but now things are getting a little bit heavier, so they postpone it all the way to the 30th. I missed it, man. I've been watching old Manchester United Champions League games. Cristiano Ronaldo, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was playing when they smoked Roma. Just a bunch of stuff like that. I miss it. Hopefully one day we'll be back in the motherland. I know, this lockdown's kind of crazy. You know who's benefiting from the lockdown? Which is in like a kind of a good but still a bad way. Is the Houston Astros. Don't think I forgot what you guys did. Don't think none of us forgot what you guys did. You guys are just delaying the inevitable. God, those guys got lucky, didn't they? First, they're not going to be punished. And then the season gets delayed by, I don't know how much longer it's going to get delayed by. So they're going to take less hit by pitchers' balls. I'm trying to say it not as like perverted as possible. They're gonna get hit less at bat. Um, yeah. God, it's a lucky group. What a lucky group. Yeah, I don't know. Baseball is going to be kind of caught in like a weird limbo. Are they going to have a shortened season? I think they've done it before. They've locked out before, obviously. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with baseball? I do one sport that is hot and heavy without anything even popping off is NFL. No one's playing, but so much shit is going on. So just in the 24 to 48 hours or whatever, Tom Brady officially signs with the Buccaneers, which thank God. Now we can move on from that. Jesus, I was on ESPN and they were just like already like, oh, what picture is going to use for his Hall of Fame bus? Or, God, how does so-and-so feel? Or who's going to, all these people. This has been Tom Brady nonstop. And I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. TB12, I like TB12. Just I'm sick of it. I want this damn thing to pass. I want sports to come on, and we could be a little bit slower there. Darius Slay to the Eagles, which is a pretty big move. I wish we would have got Denver Broncos would have got Darius Slay. But we did get today, as of a few hours ago, we did get Melvin Gordon, which is pretty crazy. And then we also have gone in free agency AJ Abui, and then the dude from the Titans. I totally forgot his name. I have to look it up. Defensive tackle. For like a 7th rounder or something, 4th or 5th rounder or something like that. It's pretty crazy what a lot of these guys are going for too. Hold on, everyone chill. Let me find it real quick. I'm gonna find it out because I hate not knowing. Because I need to know. It's on the tip of my tongue. Let's take a look here. It is. Oh shit! It's passed him up. Jarrell Casey for a 7th round pick, Pro Bowler for a 7th round. Thank you. We're also taking Graham Glasgow. The Denver Broncos took Graham Glasgow. Melvin Gordon, of course, and still have Justin Simmons. So the Denver Broncos are making moves. I like that. I like that a lot. So now in their offense, now they have Drew Lock, young. Philip Lindsay, young. Melvin Gordon, still young, even though it feels like he's been in the league for 10 years. Cortland Sutton, young, 2nd year. Noah Fant, young. Started progressing very well in his first season last year. Just got better and better. Started learning. Quick learner. Didn't start off too hot, but that's what you do. You go the ups and downs. You learn, you live, you learn, and you move on. It's kind of interesting what the Denver Broncos are going to do in the draft as well, because they have a 1st round. I think it's like 15. They might move up. It sounds like the buzz would be either Ruggs or CeeDee Lamb. CD for the TD. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen. Especially with the Denver Broncos or anybody in general. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers now are a very hot team. So like I said earlier, people are calling the organization saying, I want to be part of the organization. Tom Brady's there. Let me eat. Let me get a piece. Let me get some of that smoke. Yeah, there's so many. I could sit here and talk another 45 minutes, hour. I don't want to bore you. Same shit you guys have probably already seen. My thoughts on Tom Brady going to the Buccaneers is like, I don't care. I don't think it's anything special. I don't think it's gonna be like. It's gonna be kind of similar to what Joe Montana. You know, when he left the Niners, went to the Chiefs. I don't know. Like same thing with Brett Favre. I don't think they ever want anything. Like it's kind of. I think Peyton Manning is the only guy to win a Super Bowl with 2 different teams. A quarterback to win Super Bowl 2 different teams, I think. And I don't know if the Bucs have the tools to do it quite yet. First year is going to be like a rough draft. Second year, which is a 2-year contract for Tom Brady, 2-year, 50 mil, 50 mil. And that's not 50 mil, it's 50, F-I-D-D-Y mil. 2-year, 50 mil. And it's, I mean, they have Mike Evans, they have Godwin. I still don't think they have a running game. I still don't think they have an offensive line. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. O.J. Howard, that's who I was thinking about last podcast. O.J. Howard, the tight end, young tight end from Alabama, I believe. That's who I wanted him to get a couple years ago. Was it last year or the year before? I can't remember. Yeah, who knows? Do you know? Because I don't know. TB12 in Florida. Like, who knows how effective it is? Because what's going on right now he puts in a lot of off-season work. A lot of people flock to him. You can't have a lot of people around you right now. Usually he's used to having Julian Edelman around, throw a couple balls to, go to a high school field, whatever. You can't really do that right now. The moving process. So right now he usually puts the work in. Good thing he's in really good shape. Interesting. Interesting to see what's going to happen there. I'm very interested to see what Melvin Gordon has to offer. Melvin Gordon and Philip Lindsay in the backfield. I almost want to compare it to, what's his name? Reggie Bush and shit. He's from Denver too, and I can't remember his name. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it. I've seen him once. Reggie Bush and the Lindell White. I knew it started with the Nell. Lindell White, like kind of like that. Just like two-headed monster. They both can play. They could both run the ball in between the tackles very well. Even on the outside, they could also catch the ball as well. Running backs to catch is kind of that thing nowadays. Catch, especially when you have a young quarterback. You want to be that security blanket. Be there for them. That's what a lot of these other veterans do. Peyton Manning's really good at doing that. Tom Brady's very good at throwing those short passes. That's why they're great. They could make those potential reads. Know when they're in trouble, they have their security blanket. Just like Peyton Manning had people like Edgerrin James. Tom Brady had, I don't know. Did he have Edgerrin James too? I think he did. Marshall Faulk. He's a bunch of different people. I think that was just a game plan in general with the Patriots. So, but yeah, that's what you need. You need that security blanket. Did he get rid of Andy Janovics? I can't remember his name. Janovich, the Jan man from Nebraska. Got rid of him. So yeah, I mean, I like the direction the Broncos are going. You know who hasn't really made a whole lot of moves, and I don't think they have to, but is the Chiefs. Chiefs have been pretty quiet in the offseason. I think they're set, though. Obviously, they're the champs. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with the champs? All I know is that the NFC West has gotten very interesting because now you have Melvin Gordon coming over from San Diego, but you also have Chris Harris Jr. leaving the Broncos, one of the best cornerbacks in the league, going over to San Diego. This move kind of puzzles me in the fact that Chris Harris Jr. was very open and saying, if I go somewhere, I want to go somewhere to win a Super Bowl. I don't know if that's quite yet a Super Bowl contender, but they do have a very good secondary when healthy. They were riddled last year with a lot of injuries at DB. Trying to think of their name. Dude, I'm bad with names, especially lately. I'm so tired. If you get down, I'm so tired. My sleep schedule's been all messed up because I work here. I work from home. I've been playing Call of Duty. I haven't been able to sleep. It snowed last night here where I live. And just very apocalyptic. I couldn't sleep. So, yeah. Let me see if I can find it out here. What is it? What do they call secondary? That's what they're called. There we go. Oh, that's why. See, I made this mistake earlier. I made this mistake on the last podcast, and I just saw it today on Facebook too. One of my good friends, Chris Grant, was posting about the San Diego Chargers. It's the Los Angeles Chargers. Uncle Edgar. God, I'm stupid. I'm just out of it. Secondary. Yeah, just whole out of it. Let's take a look here. Depth chart now. They have Chris Harris, one of the best. Like I said, you guys know me in the position of just cornerback DBs in general. You get anyone that's fast in that position, I think they're going to be okay. Chris Harris Jr. has been proven to be one of those guys that is actually really good at that position. Not only fast, very smart, very physical as well. So that's how. Let me take a look. Oh crap! But let me see if it pulls it up here. It just didn't give me. This is really gonna bother the shit out of me if I can't. Position. Let's see here. CB. What's his name? Casey Hayward Jr. No. Who's am I talking about? CB safety. That's what it would be. Oh, shut up. Is this? Whatever. Anyways, they have the kid. I do remember the kid from Kansas State. If I do remember him, that's the kid I'm thinking about. What the fuck? Let me see if I can find it this way. Kansas State. Dude, this is gonna bother me. We're gonna sit here until I figure this out. Sit. I say, in the meantime, why don't you guys look up remedies for my eyes? And then, oh shit. What is this? Seriously? Fuck off. Oh, here, free agency. Let's see if that pops anything up. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna move on. They did lose Derek Watt, Phillip Rivers. So, like I said, the AFC West is going to be very, very different moving forward. You do have, I think so. And the Raiders are making moves. They went out and got Mariota. They went and got Winston. They have some picks. Who knows what's going to happen with Derek Carr? And they also got secondary to complement Abrams. I just wish. My head's spinning. So much shit's been going on. The world's ending. The free agency is just nuts. I can't even keep up with all this shit. But it's fun. I'm glad. It's a good distraction. That's what I need in time of need. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the AFC West, AFC, NFC, NFL in general. Doesn't look like, because of all these moves, what's going on, doesn't look like they're going to be on delay. Looks like they're just going to be ready to start on time. I don't know. No, I doubt they have OTAs. Maybe I don't even know about summer camp, to be honest with you. We'll see how that goes. But I think July is when they kick off, and I think that's when probably we'll start be getting back to normal. We're going to reassess things in the end of May. We'll see. I don't know. We are going to see, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of weird podcast, I know. It's just crazy. Just crazy times. We're trying to stay positive. I'm trying to do my job to at least put smiles on your face or keep you guys distracted in some way or another. Even if it's just looking at my ugly bags, my cool shirt, my cool hat, my pretty face. Don't forget the bags. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just so much shit going on right now. What I do miss, though, I'll tell you this much. What I am going to miss is the UFC. Not really, because they're going to be running like marathons. UFC, MMA in general, so much stuff to catch up on, too. So you could watch a bunch of fights. You could relive a bunch of fights, too. They're playing a bunch of fights on ESPN this weekend. So check it out. Dana White did say earlier that they are going to be the first sport to be up and running when everything's said and done. So April 19th though is when the next Khabib versus Tony Ferguson is going to be. So I don't know what's going to happen there. They might mess around, and just do it. Just them two, a referee, their corner, and then a Dana White, and that's it. Who knows? I gotta know what's gonna happen. Everyone's staying fit. They didn't. Dana White did say that everyone in the roster is gonna fight 3 times this year, which is pretty cool. They're gonna get paid. Obviously, there's gonna be bonuses when everything does go up and running. But I just gotta imagine, man, what the cards are gonna look like the rest of the year. I think the UFC cards are gonna be just stacked. You have Tyron Woodley waiting, Leon Edwards, Kobe Covington, Jorge Masvidal. That's just in the welterweight division. Kamaru Usman, the champion. You have Izzy Adesanya. You have what's his name? Borrachina as his name is on Instagram. Not Yoel Romero, but Acosta. Paulo Acosta. And then you also have the heavyweights. Stipe Miocic. DC Cormier, whenever that's supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen in August, I believe. So July, you got to look out for the most stacked card you've ever seen. Because July is when they do the International Fight Week. So they do the Fight Week. I've said this before. Everyone goes out. You know, there's meet and greets with fighters, sponsors, there's booths, there's a whole convention, there's jiu-jitsu tournaments, there's other fights, there's kickboxing. There's a bunch of other stuff going on that weekend, and obviously the UFC. So that card would be probably the best card you ever see. That's my opinion. So look out for that one. Look out for every card moving on forward, because you're going to see a lot of hungry individuals. These guys can't work, just like a lot of people in the industry, in the restaurant industry, hair, salon, bartending, stuff like that. I mean, they just can't work, unfortunately. And so this is, they're going to be ready, man. When it's time to work, they're going to be ready. Thank God a lot of them, not a whole lot of people, though, unfortunately, have sponsorships. Not a lot of people, I mean, I think someone like the UFC, which is worth $7 billion now, I believe. I mean, so let's talk about that real quick. UFC got bought out. I just saw this on Chuck and Tito. I just finally watched the 30 for 30 Chuck and Tito. But I didn't know all these facts anyways. UFC got bought out 2001 by the Fertittas for $2 million. So they bought it for $2 million. They sold it for $4 billion. I don't know what the ROI is, but it's like 2,000. I can't remember what 2,000%. Doesn't even matter. 8,000, 2 million%. I don't even know what it is. But the ROI on that is ridiculous. Now they're still worth $7 billion now. So I think they can cut a couple checks here and there. So I don't know what it is. It's a private company. But like I said, they can't, a lot of these fighters can't support themselves. A lot of these fighters don't have the luxury of having X amount of business. You look at someone like, God, I don't know, a lot of these fighters have gyms. So someone like Anthony Pettis. Anthony Pettis fights, can't fight him. Anthony Pettis has a gym, he can't gym. Anthony Pettis has a haircut place, barbershop, can't do anything. There's someone like that. It's like, dude, it's like you can't do anything. He's gonna look busted unless maybe he has I don't know what's going on. But someone like that, a lot of these guys own gyms. So I mean, it sucks for guys like that. Even boxers too. So like I said, we're on pause right now, but you got to look out for them. If they have like online like classes or something like that, online webinars or whatever, take them. Throw them a couple chucks. This is a good time to honestly start an online business. Look into it. Like I said last Sports Plus Live podcast, let's get better. Read some books. Let's train some things. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's all I got. That's all I have. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys. So much. It's just like still so much, but it's so little going on. My head's spinning still this week, so glad to have the weekend off. Like I said, it's been busy at work, but I'm grateful I can still have a job that I can still do, still get paid, somewhat get paid. We're not gonna get paid a whole lot, but yeah, who knows? I might mess around and start a GoFundMe for myself because I'm about to quit this job. Just kidding. Everyone, just kidding. My boss Jeff, holler. I'm going to holler at Jeff for a while because he doesn't listen. I'm just kidding. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. The Sports Plus Live podcast, very mild podcast, kind of short podcast, but hopefully just enough to distract you from all the craziness going on around. Yeah, stay positive, guys. Stay positive. If you haven't watched Game of Thrones, this is now the perfect time to watch Game of Thrones, all of it, twice over. I'll be watching Netflix, catching up on documentaries, and I'll also be watching a lot of older sports. I'll also be taking advantage of my all my subscriptions. Really, I'm gonna drink a little. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna get a little taste. Low carb drinks, and that's about it. Social distancing. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys. I will see you guys later.